Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously. I've only been gone for what, 2 weeks? 2 motherfucking weeks. And those 2 weeks, a lot has happened. I mean, the last time I was on here, WWE SmackDown Live took Raw to took Raw under siege, and now 2 weeks later, not only has Raw yet to get revenge, but WWE SmackDown cost Raw the Shield, the WWE Raw Tag Team Champions. SmackDown has cost them their titles. So Sheamus and Cesaro are Raw's new WWE Champions. Or should I say WWE Tag Team Champions. And then I'm over here watching SmackDown, and the modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal goes against AJ Styles, and he loses the belt. You mean to tell me Jinder has been undefeated since he won the title? And just now, days before Survivor Series, days before he goes against the Beast, Brock Lesnar, you mean to tell me you're going to have him drop the title to AJ Styles? I'll be honest with you, I was actually looking forward to that match. I wanted to see Brock Lesnar versus the modern day Maharaja. But now we're going to get AJ Styles. We're going to get the phenomenal one, AJ Styles versus the Beast, Brock Lesnar. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This shit's all fucked up. Then we got Kurt Angle wrestling at a house show. Triple H joins the Shield. Shane McMahon is now going to be in the Survivor Series match. Kurt Angle. I mean, what the hell? Like, what? This is ridiculous. Like, doesn't make any goddamn sense. You got the commissioner of SmackDown versus the general manager of Raw. I mean, I was looking forward to Survivor Series, but from what I'm looking at right now, the hell was that noise? Seriously, bro? I was looking forward to Survivor Series, but from what I'm looking at now, Survivor Series is shaking up to be a pretty beat up show. So I watched SmackDown tonight, and I have to say this show was the worst SmackDown show I have seen in a very, very long time. I mean, did I really see James Ellsworth versus Nick?
The actual show itself. So
I'm just gonna fly through this review because it's been a long time. I'm kind of like I'm a kind of like I forget how to do this. I'm a bit rusty. Actually, no, I was thinking about that word. WWE SmackDown Live review November 17th, 2017. Huh?
You did your thing or what?
I cut it too low. I was like, fuck, I had to go like, I did too much. I had to go like, you like that or what?
It just looks all straight on the bottom.
Might be uneven a little bit. WWE SmackDown Live review, November 17, 2017. Possible title changes. What the? Oh, here comes Candy Woman over here. Give me some candy. I want some candy.
No candy, Dad.
You already ate enough candy, Caitlin.
That's why she said no more. Because she already knows.
No more candy. No more candy.
Dad, why want candy this time?
You're gonna rot your teeth out. You're gonna rot your teeth out.
I don't want to get cavities.
How do you know what cavities?
The cavities? Okay, they were going to go to the doctor.
Oh man. Too late
They
already.
feel those tooth.
Go brush your teeth there up. Go, quick.
I don't know my house.
Here, fast. You know how to brush your teeth.
Dad,
Hey.
I want to get cavities.
Yeah, every time you eat some candy, you gotta brush your teeth. Hurry.
Well, she has two cavities.
Yeah, she had been a dentist since she was born.
She has, remember? When she needs to go to the specialist to get the cavities filled behind her front teeth in the bottles.
How long ago was that?
2 years. Two and a half years. No, or what? I mean,
I'm not getting cavities, huh? I remember
Oh, like brain fart. Hello. Mickey James. Wait, what the fuck? Charlotte Flair? No. Hello. Becky Lynch versus James. James, go away, Ellsworth, man. Seriously, bro. Like, I mean, I've been wanting to see a male versus female match for a long time, but to see that crappy ass fucking match, man, the worst fucking night, the worst match of the night. As much as I enjoyed watching Becky Lynch whoop that dude's ass, you know, he deserved to get kicked in the face by Carmella because it's about goddamn time she got rid of that dude, man. Like, he's been holding her back and stuff. Like, she's better than that. And I don't understand, like, what the hell was going on with that dude, man. It's ridiculous. What the?
Everybody, Osaka fans, people
Who's that?
around the world.
What's going on?
I
Is that
must bid you
Kenny
adieu.
Omega?
So, goodbye.
The Young Bucks? Oh my god, where's that coming from?
Not bad.
Wait. Am I actually listening to real wrestling? Am I actually listening to content I would really watch over WWE SmackDown, Raw?
What is this?
Who is that? Who is that? Is that a Y2J himself, Chris Jericho? Calling out Kenny Omega. This is the kind of shit I enjoy watching.
What is this?
Listen as the great one speaks.
What a dynamic performer. What a fantastic, tremendous performer. But he's not the best in the world. I am.
What the fuck?
So many have claimed to be the best, from Shawn Michaels to Edge to CM Punk, but they're all gone, and I'm still here.
I'll tell you what,
Because
Chris
I
Jericho
am the
looks
best
good.
in the world. I am the
I'm actually
greatest
glad.
of all time. I am the alpha of this business.
He's letting his hair grow again.
And I'm gonna prove it. Because I'm challenging you, Kenny. Jericho versus Kenny. Versus Omega.
Alpha versus
See
Omega.
who is really the best. I want to meet you. January 4th. What?
Wrestle Kingdom 12. Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho. Now, that's the kind of shit I enjoy watching. As a matter of fact, I have tickets to Ring of Honor coming here to San Antonio, Texas. I'm going to be able to watch the Bullet Club, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes. There, I will see the shows of shows. There, I will see actually real wrestling. Because believe it or not, Ring of Honor, the Bullet Club, right now they're small, but this time next year, I guarantee you, you're going to know who they are. All of you are going to know who they are. But, as great as that was, let's get to SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live started off with Shane McMahon in the ring. And I want to say he was out there. He was talking about how he was going to, how SmackDown Live was the show. That SmackDown Live got one up on Raw by taking them under siege. Then he started talking about Monday Night Raw, the main event, and he had mentioned that the New Day had came out and attack Raw one more time, but not physically, more like mentally, because the New Day came out on Raw at the main event and they cost the Shield, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, they cost them the WWE Tag Team titles. And now we have Cesaro and we have Sheamus, The Bar, back as our WWE Tag Team champs again. Nobody wants to see them, but oh well. So Shane McMahon's out there, and then the New Day comes out, and blah blah blah. They tell Shane that what they did was awesome, and that that Raw deserves it, and Raw has yet to do nothing about what they did. But anyways, so we get all that, then I guess Shane, then then we get all that, and we have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They come out, they start laughing, they start making fun of Shane. They start telling Shane how the general manager, he sucks and he's failed them, and that as a general manager, he should have put Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens in their Survivor Series team, that they were left out. Shane McMahon holds a grudge over both of them, and they go back and forth. They make fun of Shane. Shane makes fun of them. They make fun of New Day. New Day makes fun of them, and then one thing leads to another. Shane McMahon makes a match against Kofi Kingston versus Sami Zayn, and we get that match. If I can remember correctly, I want to say Kofi Kingston did win the match, but as the sore losers that they are, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn attack the New Day, and decide to make a point that win or lose, we are not to be messed with, and if you're gonna leave us out of the Survivor Series team, then we're gonna make your lives a living hell. So they're neither on Raw or SmackDown side. They're neutral. They're gonna do whatever the fuck they want, and that's pretty much all that happened. So I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but they have they had I guess AJ Styles versus Jinder Mahal for the main event. Um, I kind of messed up because I saw the spoilers early on my phone, and I didn't know that AJ Styles was gonna win the belt. Um, but he did. He won the belt. He is our new WWE champion. AJ Styles defeats the modern day Maharaja in our main event. Um, which I think I think that was pretty dumb. I mean yeah, we want to see Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles, but I mean I've been a big fan of you know Jinder since he won the belt. I thought that they had pushed him pretty good, and I thought he was doing pretty great. Um, Not a lot of people had faith in him. He was hated since he won the belt, but I've watched him since NXT. I know he deserved that belt. He worked hard. He busted his ass. He came back, and he lost the belt. I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, they might have a three-way at Survivor Series. Jinder might say, you know what, I want my WWE rematch at Survivor Series, or they might just wait till afterwards. But as of right now, Jinder is no longer our WWE champion. AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, has pulled one off again. He is our new WWE champion. And you know what? After what they did to him last year, because he had the belt all the way up to before WrestleMania, then they took the belt away from him. And who did they give it to? They gave it to I forget he lost the belt to. It was John Cena. No, yeah, it was John Cena. Yeah, he wanted to be the 16-time heavyweight champion. He wanted to tie Ric Flair. But, where's John Cena now? He's left. And this whole time, AJ Styles has been there. I hope that if they're going to give him the belt, I hope to God they let him have it to WrestleMania. Because we have yet to see a WrestleMania where a part-timer is not holding our belts. You get a lot of these part-timers, they win the belt, and then they get to main event WrestleMania, and then one thing leads to another. They're gone in 2 months, and it's ridiculous. Brock Lesnar has had the belt since WrestleMania, and he's like came out on TV like once or twice, maybe 3 or 4 times. He defends the belt, but whenever he feels like it. One half of the Survivor Series tag team versus the title equation changes in Manchester on Monday. Could the whole match change? It could, because less than 24 hours, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins lost the Raw belts to the Bar. Jimmy and Jey Uso will put their blue tag team straps on the line against Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. The challengers have the skill to win, and they seem to be the Usos. They've been chasing the Usos since they both debuted together. They have, I guess, they have a Ben Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. Like, I guess they won. They had a match against, I forgot who it was, but they won the right to challenge the tag team champions for a number one contendership. I mean, when they're out there, they're wrestling, they're good. But as far as their gimmick, I don't know what they're doing with the Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, but they need to scrap that shit already. I mean, you broke up American Alpha. I'm sorry, but you should have kept them together. Now you want to put them together with Shelton Benjamin. It's not working out. Either have the both of them, turn on each other, and we can have Shelton Benjamin versus Chad Gable or whatnot. Because Chad Gable, I mean, he's trying to be cool, he's trying to be funny, but yeah, it's not working out for me. And the way he went at the one he during the match he speared one of the Uso brothers, and the way the knee bent, I don't know. I want to say he did hurt himself, but sometimes you see injuries on TV and you don't know if it's part of the show or if it's real life. But I know as soon as that happened, the match was over. So who knows? We can have the Usos being injured for Survivor Series, and we can have, I don't know, at a house show they could lose the belts. You know, who knows? Who knows? But the Usos had a little bit crashing their interviews with hot bar and reaction memes. We'll find out if the twins can keep the division on lockdown. United States Champion Baron Corbin had a bit of a distraction heading into his fight with Intercontinental title holder The Miz, but nothing like the A-lister Monster C's issued on Raw. The Lone Wolf have made what the fuck am I reading over here, man? That's why I don't like reading stuff on this stuff, because it makes no fucking sense. So anyways, after we get that match from Kofi Kingston and Sami Zayn, the New Day versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, the Kevin Owens and it's the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens show versus the New Day. After we get all that crap, we get they give us a little video promo from we get the Bludgeon Brothers. I gotta admit, when I first saw this about a week ago, I was like, man, seriously, they put these two guys together again? We already have the Wyatt Family 2.0, but I think they're going away from like what they used to do, and they're doing something different, which I don't mind, because I want to see new faces, new gimmicks. I want WWE to take somebody that they underutilized for so long and make them big again. And I think this is something that they should have been doing from the beginning. They're always doing stuff wrong here and there. They're always putting the wrong people with the wrong people. It's ridiculous. But we have Aiden English in the ring. He's singing his little song. He's gonna try to entertain us. But then we get a promo from the Bludgeon Brothers, and they look pretty quick and crazy.
There is only one cure for moral decay.
Oh my god, that's so scary.
For weakness, suffering, misery, anguish, pain.
God damn, dude's teeth look so crazy.
We are the cure. Harper, Rowan, Bludgeon Brothers.
For life. Wow, that's pretty intense. That was pretty intense. I wouldn't mind seeing them debut. I wonder when they're going to come out. So, lately, the reason why I've hate to see like SmackDown and Raw and all that other stuff, man, like they've been doing the same thing overs and overs and overs again. They've had the same matches overs and overs and overs again. We once again get Rusev versus Randy Orton, part 1. Part 1? No, this is like part 20 already. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, I'm seeing a picture of Rusev right now, and that dude looks fucking good. And you mean to tell me he can't beat Randy Orton? Rusev nails a kick almost immediately for a trio of quick 2 counts. We head to the break with the Bludgeon Brothers brute stomping Orton into the mat. So I guess the Bludgeon Brothers, they came out while they cut their promo while this match was going on. So we get Rusev versus Randy Orton, of course, straight to commercial break. As soon as we come back, the Viper is fighting out of a headlock, only to be taken down by a heel kick. Shane, Rhodes, and Nakamura are shown watching from backstage, since Rusev will be on their team if he wins. Every time Rusev makes a cover, Orton kicks out. Rusev is beginning to show his frustration. You know what? Like, I don't understand. Like they could use a guy like Rusev on their team. Like Rusev is pretty freaking big. He's pretty dominant. they should have they should have like I don't know why they had him lose for. You know what I mean? Or it nails him with an RKO out of nowhere. I'm tired of them keep on saying an RKO out of nowhere, an RKO out of nowhere. No, it wasn't out of nowhere. We saw it coming. We knew that Randy Orton was not gonna let Rusev win. They don't want Rusev on his team, on their team. Um, it always comes down to somebody, freaking, instead of like putting him over, instead of Randy Orton putting Rusev over, he's just kicking him down, pushing him down. Rusev, they brought him back, do something with him. You know what I mean? Just do something with the guy. He's just there. He looks good. Use him. Give him the belt. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so
The fuck?
everyone saw the big news, the big reveal. Who is going to be the next challenger to Kenny Omega? And much to my surprise, much to everyone's surprise, it was none other than the legend,
Chris
perhaps one of the greatest of all time,
Jericho.
Chris Jericho. I'm not gonna lie, I've been searching for a challenger like Jericho since day one of winning this
Day
belt.
one-ish.
New Japan has had a plan. Okay? You know what it is. We're trying to become a more worldwide brand. And of course, because we are a Japanese company, we have to go full blaze ahead with our best Japanese talent. We want Okada to make this more worldwide. How did that work out? All right.
Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho, Wrestle Kingdom 12. I am totally looking forward to that. Anyways, enough about that. I'm sorry we have to go away from talking about Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, the Bullet Club, Ring of Honor, and instead of talking about this crap. But anyways, this is your WWE SmackDown review. Becky Lynch versus James Ellsworth, more like Ellsworthless. So James Ellsworth, he's in the back, he's in the locker room, he's in front of the women's locker room, he's waiting for Carmella. Out walks one of the girls, he tells her to get Carmella. She goes back in instead of bringing Carmella back out. She brings out Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch is, in his face, he's in her face. He's telling her how men are more dominant than women, and tells her that he's gonna show her how much of a real man he really is because they're in a Manchester. So they have a match, Lynch versus Ellsworthless. So like I said, I watched this match. It was decent. It was fine. It was something new, something fresh. Man versus female. But we already knew he wasn't gonna win. Are they really gonna give him the match? The entire women's division is at ringside to watch Becky Lynch beat up James Ellsworthless. Becky had a huge smile on her face as the bell rang. Ellsworth decided to do some push-ups. You're a man. If you're a man going against a woman, you don't need to do push-ups. You already have the upper hand. But he decided to do some push-ups, some stretches here and there, stretch his ass, she grabs his arm and goes for the disarmer, but he grabs the ropes to force a break because he's a pussy. He scores a takedown on Becky and acts like he won something in the process. He takes her down with a wrist lock and transitions into a front face lock. Becky picks him up and drives him into the corner like a boss, like she's the boss. They wrestle back and forth. James Ellsworth, he's a man. He shows her what he got. what he has, and then she puts him in his place. Then he pushes her like a little pussy. Um, and he pushes her hard, pretty hard too. Throws her out of the ring. One thing leads to another. She gets the upper hand. She puts him in the disarmer, and he lost the match. So James Ellsworthless lost to a female, Becky Lynch. Carmella, being so disappointed, like any other woman would be, she gives Mr. Worthless over here sweet chin music, and I guess breaks off the rest of his chin, because it's already all jacked up anyways. So she pretty much got rid of that dude, which I'm glad. So Becky Lynch versus James Ellsworth, she gets the win. She defeats him, and who knows if they're gonna wrestle again. I wouldn't doubt it. But what are we gonna have next week on SmackDown? James versus Carmella. Yeah. So yeah, that dude deserved it. He's worthless. So then after all that, we get another title defense before Survivor Series. The Usos versus Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. I mean, like, the worst tag team you can have on SmackDown right now. I mean, like I said, they slightly look good together. They wrestle good together, but I'm not really feeling them. I'm not sure if they're heels or if they're baby faces. I don't know. I'm not sure if Chad Gable was black or white. I don't know who's more freaking white, Chad Gable or Shelton Benjamin. So the Usos cut a quick promo before attacking Gable and Benjamin. The bell hasn't even rung yet. We head to a break. Another commercial break, the 100th commercial break they had on SmackDown. We return to see both teams getting in plenty of offense. Jay gets his knee clipped by Gable at ringside, which, like I said, I thought was pretty real. I don't know if he hurt himself for real or they just part of the show, but I guess the Usos were counted out because of that, and Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin defeat the tag team champs, not for the belts, but they win the match nonetheless. You can't win the match if you get counted out, so you probably shouldn't have went for that knee clip, you idiot. Like morons. How are you gonna win the belt? Like, seriously, bro? Like, seriously? It's ridiculous.
How about Naito? Everyone likes to say, Naito. Everyone likes to say, Los Cinco Penales. It's catching on. Ooh. Everyone likes Los Cinco Penales locally, domestically. Hell, I even like them. They're kind of interesting. Not bad. And he's a great wrestler. Okada's a great wrestler. They are among the top of the wrestling world. But I always believed the one to save this company, to bring this company to the promised land,
Yep.
was me.
Kenny Omega.
So I waited my turn, and then when the New Japan US shows came about, I could finally show to a brand new audience just what we are all about. And I did it in Kenny Omega style. Combine that with the top 10 matches of the year, which guess what? Are all mine.
Exactly.
You have the one person leading this entire industry. Not just New Japan, not just Japanese pro wrestling, no. Factually, I am the greatest wrestler on the planet. And in fact, I am the top worldwide draw.
Very, very true. Kenny Omega, if you ever get signed to WWE, and God hope you don't, please, let's hope WWE utilizes you better than they've utilized AJ Styles, The Club, Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura. Looks like one of the Uso brothers, got little knee problems over here. Yeah, that's not good. I wouldn't doubt it. He broke his fucking leg like an idiot. So the Singh brothers come out to introduce their champion, their WWE champion, or WWE champion, Jinder Mahal, for his defense against AJ Styles, his title defense. And like I said, I didn't know he was gonna win. I really didn't know he was gonna win. Jinder Mahal versus AJ Styles, WWE title match. WWE title is on the line. The only WWE title that counts anywhere. Because as far as I'm concerned, the Universal Championship belt ain't nothing compared to the WWE title. You can be the Universal Champion, but if you ain't holding that WWE title belt, that belt, that's just another replica of the Divas Championship belt. But anyways, I love what they were doing with Jinder, and I can't believe that they took the belt away from him right before Survivor Series. You know, I thought it was pretty stupid on WWE's behalf. I know a lot of people out there talk a lot of shit. You know, they want to say that Jinder's not a good champ, and as a WWE champion, he sucks. He doesn't know what he's doing. He can't cut a promo for nothing. But you know what? The guy's freaking huge. He's big. He's what a WWE champion should look like. And I thought he was doing pretty good. So Jinder shows off his power by shoving AJ into the mat. Styles puts on a wrist lock, but Mahal nails him with a back elbow. Styles runs into a shoulder from Mahal, and neither man goes down. Styles tries a few pinning combinations, but Jinder keeps overpowering him and eventually throws him over the top rope. We and of course they go straight to another commercial break, and we get I guess they show some kind of like Twitter handle where Paul Heyman, has a picture of him and Brock Lesnar. I guess they made some toys of them, and I guess they're showing off. Oh, we got toys and you don't. Nobody cares. After the break, Styles sticks Jinder with a drop kick to send him out of the ring. He jumps out to the apron, and Mahal pulls his leg out from under him, so he hits the apron on the way down. Mahal catches AJ flying off the barricade and slams him on the top of the announce table. The Prince of Phenomenal tries to make a comeback, but Mahal grounds him with a submission move. You know what? As I'm watching this match, I'm wondering to myself, where the fuck is Monday Night Raw? I mean, because when you go and you bitch slap somebody, not once, but twice, you're not going to respond. You're not going to try to come out and seek revenge. Where the fuck is Monday Night Raw at? Seriously, where are they at? There's been, no signs of them actually wanting to get revenge on SmackDown for what they did to them. I mean, between you and me, SmackDown, they are the dominant show. And Raw right now, Raw's the bitch show. You're gonna have a show where your WWE champion loses. Yeah, that's not right at all. AJ pops his feet up with Mahal tries to deliver a knee drop. He fires off some shots to his head, knocking him down with his signature sequence of strikes. AJ hits an Uchi Gucci, what the fuck you want to call that move, but he only gets a 2 count. He sets up for the Styles clash, but he is forced to settle for a few kicks to the chest. They exchange some near falls as Mahal gets his second wind. First of all, this match went on way too fucking long. If they were gonna if they're gonna make they're gonna take away the belt from Jinder, they should just just make this match a little shorter than it was. Because to tell you the truth, I watched this match and like Jinder versus AJ Styles, like Jinder Mahal was throwing AJ Styles around like a rag doll. Like he shouldn't have lost this fucking match, and he shouldn't have lost to a goddamn elbow, fucking flying elbow. um, Styles locks in the calf crusher, but Mahal tries to. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kenny Omega.
This isn't me even bragging. These are
Let's let the
facts.
great one talk real quick.
And when stuff like this happens, people, superstars, megastars, legends like Chris Jericho come to us. And now, for the first time in God knows how long, we have a special guest from the big leagues coming to challenge New Japan Pro Wrestling. There was always this image that we were the minors. There was always this image that we were only big in Japan. And now, Kenny Omega, the cleaner, your god of pro wrestling, will take you to a new height. I will show you what pro wrestling can really be like. I will bring about this change, and I am going to do it while representing your U.S. Championship belt.
He's absolutely right. I mean, WWE has been the dominant show for how long? You have all these guys in New Japan Pro Wrestling who WWE didn't look twice at, and now that they're gaining some kind of popularity, now they're becoming this big thing. The Bullet Club, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes is making a name for himself, and he was in WWE. And now that they're doing good over there, and now that they're realizing that, you know what, oh my God, we got all this great talent over there, we need to see what's going on over there. Let's go send Chris Jericho over there and see if he can, try to, gain some attention towards us. Because at the end of the day, I'll be honest with you, I'm watching more of Ring of Honor, and I'm watching more of New Japan Pro Wrestling. I watch more of the Bullet Club, the Elite, more than I watch WWE now. Just like WCW and WWE, when WWF was getting boring, we started watching WCW. When the NWO invaded, that was it. WWF had no chance. But back to the match. Styles locks in the calf crusher, but Mahal is able to force a break by reaching the ropes. He turns AJ Styles he turns AJ Styles inside out with a clothesline to get a 2 count. The champ sets Styles on the top turnbuckle for a suplex, but AJ slips between his legs. Seriously? Slips between his legs? That's ridiculous. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kenny Omega. You weren't done talking. I'm sorry.
Chris Jericho. I can't take all the credit because you are 50% in this offer. Yes. I couldn't do it without you. Let's make history together. Let's sell out the Tokyo Dome. Let's set an attendance record. You want those subscription rates up? I know you do. You're putting a lot of emphasis on it. Guess what? Subscription rates, they're going to go up. You have no one to thank but me. But guess what? Lucky for you, I represent this. This company. The greatest wrestling in all of the planet, the greatest weapon in all of pro wrestling, Kenny Omega, is representing your brand. How lucky for you. So at the Tokyo Dome, you will see on your grandest stage a dream match. Alpha versus Omega.
Alpha versus Omega. Kenny Omega being the Omega, and Chris Jericho being the Alpha male. So back to this boring main event. We had Styles is able to send him over the top rope and hits a phenomenal forearm on the ropes. AJ hits a springboard 450. So the Singh brothers pull him out of the ring. Like of course they were gonna do that. Styles lays out both the brothers while Jinder recovers in the ring. He grabs Styles coming off the top rope and hits the Colossus, which he hit his finisher. Why not? He didn't win. Why didn't he win? Why the hell didn't he win? AJ Styles grabs the rope to break the count, and the crowd erupts. Of course they're gonna erupt. Like seriously, like that was his finisher. He won. He's won every match with that finisher, and now he's going up against AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. It's not gonna work this time, AJ. I mean, Jinder. Styles hangs Jinder up on top of the rope before nailing him with a phenomenal forearm to get the pin, and becomes the new WWE champion of the world. So there you have it, guys. AJ Styles is our new WWE champion. I mean, which I'm not really complaining about, but like I said, I was looking forward to seeing Jinder versus Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, on paper, AJ Styles is a better WWE champion than, Jinder Mahal. I mean, he has the look, he has the background, he has the skills. But, so there you have it. That was your WWE SmackDown review results. I've been away for about 2 weeks. I was in the process of moving. I wasn't sure if I was gonna, do this review tonight. I wanted to start fresh on Monday, but I was setting up my desk. I was setting up my microphone. I was setting up the computer, the camera, and you know what? I was like, let me just do a review. And here you are. You have it. For those of you who are subscribed to my show and who do watch the show, keep on watching. I thank you for your subscriptions. I thank you for not unsubscribing me, even though I've been out for 2 weeks. Any of you out there who are interested in listening to a wrestling podcast like no other, hit the subscribe button, share this video, share the likes. This show is like no other. I don't just talk about WWE. I talk about, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, TNA. We have the NWA is coming back. I was looking into that. Jim Cornette purchased NWA. That looks pretty good. Lucha Underground. I've been watching a lot of NXT. That's been pretty good too. So I'm pretty much gonna come out here and talk about everything. I'm not just gonna talk about one thing. And if it involves wrestling, then I'm gonna talk about it. And this is the JT and Candy show. Usually my wife Candy is out here, but she's a little busy or shy or doing her school. She has a lot of schoolwork that she has to get done, but she will be on the show here and there. Like I said, if you like this show, if you're a new subscriber, thank you. If you're new to the show and you're looking forward to watching new episodes, hit the subscribe button. In the meantime, let's listen to our king, our real king of kings, the man with the plan over here, the best of the best, Kenny Omega. Let him talk. Let's listen to him talk shit. Let's spew the truth. This is as real as it's gonna get right here.
Jericho versus Omega. It may be the only time it ever happens, but the powers that be have made it happen. Make sure you tune in. This will be history. And even though we have a great card, even though our main event has been set in stone, Naito versus Okada, this has more impact on this world than any other match on that card, than any other match on any card of the watch all of you people. Watch my ascension and learn that for those of you that didn't believe, that still don't want to believe, you will no longer have a choice. Alpha versus Omega. So, Chris Jericho and I, we're both from Winnipeg. It's kind of a small city in the middle of Canada. It gets really cold in winter, it gets really hot in summer. It's an interesting place, but we've actually had a lot of great athletes from Winnipeg. We even have the greatest commentary there too, Don Callis. So when I was a child, and when I finally understood that there was more than just WWE, I saw Chris Jericho. He went from wrestling in Japan to Mexico to ECW, WCW to WWF, and I really respected that path. And I thought to myself,
Yep.
that's going to be me someday.
That's the way to go nowadays.
I'm going to be just like Chris Jericho. I'm going to wrestle all around the world, bring respect to my name, become the greatest performer, and then walk through that curtain at WWE as the greatest wrestler of all time. So I thought.
So he is planning on going to WWE.
And then as I grew older,
He was like,
and wiser,
fuck
and I
WWE.
saw that maybe perhaps WWE isn't all that interesting. Maybe perhaps WWE isn't that cool. I had a new dream. My dream was to be a star here. There's a ceiling here.
Exactly.
You can only get so famous.
Once you come to WWE, all they do is
Pro wrestling can only get so
underutilize
popular.
you.
My dream is to break that ceiling. It always has been. I wanted to do that with DDT. We broke through that ceiling. We went from wrestling in front of 100 and 200 people in Shikiba to selling out Budokan. That's what I did.
It's a damn shame because
And New Japan.
in WWE, he could have been something cool, something badass, something legit. But you know what? WWE has gone so far as being the worst show to watch that nobody wants to come to WWE no more.
There's still that ceiling.
Everybody wants to be
There's
part of the
still
Bullet
the
Club.
image that we can never compete.
Everybody wants to go to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Everybody wants to be at Ring of Honor.
Watch me show everyone just how good I really am. Watch me show everyone just how good we are.
Exactly.
We become the cool thing. People now are copying us. People are searching for us. I never asked for Chris Jericho to come here. Chris Jericho came to me. He understands that I'm the best, that I'm the one moving tickets, that I'm the one that makes headlines. He's a smart man. Always
Chris
was,
Jericho,
always has
you
been.
want to come out here and you want to call out Kenny Omega?
This is my own race,
Well, this is Kenny Omega
and it starts
cutting
right now.
the best promo in the world.
What
The fuck is that dude saying? If you're out there and you're watching the show and you love listening to Kenny Omega, the Bullet Club, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, I'm with you. We're on the same boat. If you're out there and you're thinking, who is this guy, Kenny Omega? Then you should not be watching wrestling, period.
WWE.
Because if all you watch is WWE, then you are just stuck on one thing and you are brainwashed.
So below me. No one
Go on YouTube and type in Bullet Club, The Elite, Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, and you're going to open your eyes to the whole new world
I'm
order.
the trend right now. I don't need to search anyone as an opponent. I don't need to feel the need to take on anyone from there to prove anything. So Chris Jericho coming to me, it truly is the best of both worlds clashing. And it's a gift for the fans, both here, domestically in Japan, and worldwide to see what would really happen when this mega
Wrestle Kingdom 12, man. Come on, guys. Get on board.
Takes on the person that's
Get on the
protecting his
bus.
spot for
Because
years
once the bus
and
takes
years
off,
and
it ain't
years,
coming back
and
for
one
you.
of the
Trust me.
most charismatic, athletic performers of all time.
Of all
I
time.
don't look at Chris Jericho as a WWE athlete. He's a special athlete. He's better than all of them. Always has been. Even to this day, he can disappear for half a year, come back, and be the top draw. Any segment on their TV. What's the most important one? What's the most interesting one? Guess what? It's going to be Chris Jericho. He's a genius. Coming here was a genius move. Yes, it's going to do great business for us, but it's also going to do great business for me, and it's going to do great business for him. He understands that. That is why he's a legend. So for this, I can't say it's New Japan versus WWE. You can say it if you want,
Hell no.
but it truly is, as Jericho said it, Alpha versus Omega. The person that came before versus the person that is here now. A generational battle, if you will. Or a battle of ideologies. Whose idea of wrestling is stronger? That's how I look at it. Yeah,
so that concludes our show. We'll see how the rest of the week turns out. We'll see where news and rumors takes us. I know that I'm looking forward to going to one of the Ring of Honor's show next week. Wrestle Fitness. Like I said, I've never been to a Ring of Honor show. I've never seen Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks at any live event, so I'm looking forward to that. I will try to record and post pictures and videos while I'm there, and I might do a review of what happened. So tune in for that. In the meantime, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this show. Hit the like button, subscribe to the show. Tell your friends, tell your mothers, your fathers, your sisters that this is no show like other. This is no other show. This is the show. Tell them that this is the new thing to watch. In the meantime, I will see you when I see you, I guess. Later, sucker.